Welcome back, family. Hope you all are doing great. Before I get into the controversy of the name change of our channel and whether or not it's permanent, what's going on, I want to talk about a date or some dates we have open to meet up in Daytona. We don't live there, but we will go on spring break to this place, and it has some really cool places around there to hang out. And we will be there at the very end of March, early April. I would prefer April 2nd for my wife's sake. That's the day she says would be best for her. And so Friday, April 2nd. And since it's April 2nd, to keep it simple, we would say 2 o'clock. So 4-2, 2 o'clock until as late as you guys want to stay up and hang out. And again, flexible. You can come see us any of these days. Really, if that's the only days you have available, it's better than nothing. If you're only around Monday and Tuesday, that's fine. Just send us an email. I can give you my number. It'll be easier to reach us that way, and we'll arrange something. I had hoped when I first looked at this that there would be some really good conference rooms and stuff to use, and there is. However, due to the pandemic, everything is shut down, even the hot tubs, sadly, which is like the only reason you go on vacation, really. So if these places inside gathering places are too strict, we'll just go to the beach and see what happens. So mark your calendars for those days. Not going to spend a lot of time talking about this. I wanted to cover all the stuff with our channel, the name change, because that's the question a lot of you had in our last video was what's going on. And I said I would do that. So let's go ahead and get started. And a good starting point is to talk about the starting point of our channel. This channel, or ministry rather, it's not really a channel to me. This is a ministry of truth, and it's been a platform that has helped us reach millions of people. And that is something I will always be thankful for. We can give YouTube a lot of hate for their censorship, but this right here would not have been possible in many other ways. I would have had to have sat through many lifetimes worth of church services to reach this many people. This is phenomenal. And the amount of watch time hours, the ability to replay things is something that we often take for granted in this age of information. But this channel was not originally Flat Earth Brothers. It wasn't even a truth-seeking channel. I created one a long time ago, seems like a long time ago, it really wasn't that long ago, to reach out to children who didn't have fathers and needed guidance. And it was specifically to give them life lessons, how-tos, and things like that, because I saw a need for that as a coach and someone who was mentoring young adults, and that was where my heart was. And I just didn't have the time to keep it up or put videos out. I only put out a couple videos, and they were back here somewhere, and then never did anything with it. Ended up being asleep. When you're in that deep sleep, we have that lukewarm state. I've talked about in a testimony that we had a miracle happen back in 2008, but more miracles happened right around 2017. You can see right in here. And I started a totally different channel. Didn't even use this channel whatsoever. And that's the one that got me in trouble because my face was on that channel. And of course, most of you know I am a teacher. And somehow, the way the enemy works, word spreads, and I got in trouble for that. And so I just went anonymous, created this channel. That's how Flat Earth Brothers was born, and just put out one of our videos from our other channel on here. The NASA Fails video was actually originally uploaded to a different channel, and it took off. It was our first viral video, and the channel itself didn't take off at that point until a prayer happened. I said a prayer, and I'm not saying this is because of me and I'm some prayer warrior, but he was showing us the truth about creation, the firmament, and I just asked him to open the doors, so to speak, and he did. And when he did, the floodgates opened and subscribers started pouring in, people's testimonies, all of this stuff. I was blown away. I was reading comments and replying and answering questions around the clock, 24/7. And then the shadow ban happened. You can see right around here. And we had one other viral video. That was the message video. Got it out just in time. And then full shadow ban throughout here. And as you can see now, it's way down here, almost non-existent. And that's not why we changed our name. at all. It's not because we want to sell out. Someone said, bye, sellouts, I'm leaving. You guys have sold out. You changed your name. And that's not it at all. There's no amount of money in this world or material things that would ever make me sell out. It's not worth it. Temporary pleasures, very short. They will go away. The only pleasure I've had that doesn't go away is the Holy Spirit, the love, the joy, the freedom, just being set free. If you don't know what that's like, it's the best thing that's ever happened to any of us. Being set free, that's freedom from all of the lies of this world, our flesh that has held us back, the condemnation we've had because we just keep failing, trying to do it on our own. The Father can set you free. That's why He sent us His Son, His beloved Son. And so the reason, now to get into the reason, the main reason was I had convictions for about a year. And I kept saying, I'm having this conviction. I can't change the name because people would get angry. I'm a people pleaser. However, convictions need to outweigh what people think about you. And so I had thought about some names. I would really just, not too fond of our channel name in the first place. I picked it just spur of the moment and don't even really know why. Honestly, I made it up real fast, threw it together. Just wanted to make somewhere to put stuff, just like, where can I store these videos? Okay, here's a name, let's go with it. And thought I'd be making more videos with my brother. We're starting to now, but I was hoping to do that all along. But the earth itself is just dry land. You guys that read the Bible, you know that. The earth is like a footstool. This is not a footstool. My dad brought that point up the other day. He said, if earth is a footstool and it's moving, wouldn't that mean that God's pretty much on like a roller coaster with the sun over his head, all the time? I thought, wow, that's a really good point. I never really thought about that footstool aspect of it. I mean, I have, but never with that visual. So the earth is founded. What does that mean? I fully didn't even know what that meant until I just typed it in and found out there are tons of verses that tell us exactly that, where it talks about the Lord by his wisdom hath founded the earth. The earth is the Lord's. He hath founded it upon the seas. This was in the book of Psalms, and it sounds exactly like what I had read in Enoch. Earth was founded upon the waters, for the world and the fullness thereof thou hast founded them. Foundations of the earth. He founded the world, made the earth, he founded it. So many times we see this in the Word, but what does it even mean? And that is exactly as it sounds. It means that it is fixed, established, firmly placed. Lots of different meanings here. Foundations laid. You laid the foundations. When you're building a house, the first thing you do is you lay the foundation. We are told the earth is set on its foundation. It has pillars. All of these things we are told that we thought were just figures of speech are true. And what that means and what that does is it eliminates this nonsense right here, something none of us believe in. And any time you go to share our videos, this is what people see. Even though it's not what we believe in at all, that's what they see. And the original genius behind our channel name was that it got a lot of people to come in thinking they were going to laugh at this. But what ended up happening was they found out that's not what we believed in, and it served its purpose. It allowed us to wake up a lot of people, but with the overuse of mainstream images and all of the paid trolls, debunkers, and all of that, they still use these images, even though they know that's not what we believe in, they still use this. And I know that this name instantly eliminates this floating disc nonsense. It's biblical 100%, and with feeling led to go public and to fight for truth in a way that we have yet to do. And if you have to go to court, you need a foundation, a biblical foundation to fight on. If you get grouped in there with the lies of the world that groups us into the conspiracy term, this will stand up. You can fight your way out of that. The earth has a foundation. We have a foundation of truth when we learn that, and it helps us to not be deceived by what's to come. Many are going to be deceived. Many are going to perish. That's the sadness of our reality. It's easy to get down on that when you think about how many will perish, but the Father loves His creation and not one will be lost. We are always trying to reach those people. We don't always design our videos for our subscribers. Some of them, a lot of them, especially in the early days, people would get mad because I would replay a lot of the same footage of the fells and they thought I was just being lazy. But you never know which video is going to be someone's first video that wakes them up. So recycling content, whatever it takes, I'm going to do that to reach people. I'm not bragging on me. That is just how we work, and it's important you guys understand that when you see that. But that is why we changed our name. The main reason being the conviction, and the second reason to eliminate all of the nonsensical images they put out there in the mainstream, so that when you guys share this stuff, people aren't just going to look away. They'll say, what does that word mean? They don't even use that word typically. What does that mean? You know, and it won't scare them away. And we don't just talk about the shape of the earth. Our channel is not just about that. And we talk about all sorts of stuff. And so that is the reasons. No, I am not ashamed of that name. I never will be. But it is something that I just felt led to do and no longer wanted to ignore that. Those of you who know us will understand. Those of you who don't will be really upset. And I hate that. I don't want to, but that's just how it is sometimes. Some of you are sentimental like me. Trust me, I'm sentimental. Love the name. And if I'm ever led to change it back, I will. This may not be permanent. I don't know. It's about reaching the lost, and it may just be for this one person, and the Father says, all right, put it back. You know, I do not know what tomorrow holds. I'm not going to be anxious about it. If that happens, that's great. If not, for now, the earth is founded, and we know it is. The Word tells us it is. It has a foundation. It's fixed. It's stable. It's not going anywhere for a while until the next chapter. Okay? So that's it. I hope that answers the question. I may have skipped some details. I'm not too sure. It's been a long last few weeks. We are done coaching, so my schedule's opened up, but I have another project going on. It seems like there's always something. I am remodeling right now, so if you wonder what we're doing when we're not making videos, I'm not really remodeling. I'm building a living unit under my house in the basement for my mother-in-law, who has fallen on hard times and has moved in with us, so we're turning our basement into a house for her. It's been work, but it's going to be worth it to have her taken care of. Need to take care of your parents while you can and enjoy time with them while you can. We lost our mother a few months ago, and those of you mothers out there, just know that your children love you a lot more than you know they do or think they do, and they have a hard time showing it, but know that you are the most valuable gift to them. They will take you for granted. That's just what children do. And those of you who still have your mother, go hug them. Your father, go hug them. Seek their wisdom. Love them unconditionally like they did you when you were doing dumb stuff. So I love you guys. Sorry to be long-winded. I just miss you guys a lot. I will see you very soon with some biblical teachings just around the corner. Still working on them. I don't want to mess these things up. That's more important than just throwing a video out there. I want to make sure I get all my studies correct and that I'm interpreting things the right way through the Spirit, not because of what I've been taught, but what the Father is showing us in these last days so that we can be ready. So stay safe, stay ready. We'll love you. See you soon.